Do you have a problem with people walking through your jab? Your jab just doesn't feel like it has enough power, enough authority to stop an opponent's attack. I'm going to help you with that in this video.
If you watch this video to the end, you'll learn what took me from a car accident that left me unable to walk to the World Championships in just 4 years. As a former world-class boxer and then as a trainer, coach, and teacher, I've invested over 40 years mastering the art and sweet science of boxing.
Chances are you're throwing what we call an arm jab. You're throwing it off the shoulder and there's nothing behind it. There's nothing behind it. The only power you can generate is from here. So you're taking out the way power works. And power works, and we can get into power punching in a different video, but this is about establishing a powerful jab or a jab with some authority on it. Well, power comes from the floor. It comes from the feet. Come through your feet, right? Starts with the feet. Stepping in off that back leg. Comes through the hips, right? When we're rotating, these are the true power punches. Every other punch beside the jab, but your jab should have authority on it. And then it comes through the shoulders and out on the end of your punch. But when you jab, you do rotate a little bit, but you step in, boom, off that back leg. This jab is not going to be as authoritative as that jab, because now I got 200 plus pounds coming in behind me, up underneath me, right? So I'm right here, I'm stepping in, boop, boop. I'm stepping in off that back leg. I don't know where the boop sound comes from, but it's just automatic when I'm teaching. I never said that when I was fighting. I didn't say boop. But anyway, you want to come in off the back leg. I'll show you on the bag here. So this jab, if I'm here and I'm just throwing an arm jab, right? I used a little bit of momentum, a little hip in there, right? But I didn't step in. It's not going to be as authoritative, and it's not going to give me my true understanding of my range, which is a full step away. So a lot of guys think that's their range. Take a step back. That's your true range. The other thing I want to do to get the most juice, the most power on my jab, is I want to catch them at the end of my jab, at full extension. I don't want to catch them here. If I catch them here, I'm not allowing that velocity to build up to its maximum potential, and I'm not catching them at the end, and I'm shortening my range, right? So what I want to do is come up off the back leg. That's where the power starts. And when I'm going to jab, I kind of shift a little bit more weight to my back leg, right? And I'm constantly moving and shifting, but before I'm jabbing, I like to keep that weight on that back leg, and I step in on it, right? I step in right off that back leg, right? Step in, and that jab's gonna have some authority on it. It's gonna stop an opponent. My opponent's attacking, right? I step right in on him, right down the middle. Couple other little pointers on the jab. If my elbow's going out, think of this as degrees of power. If my elbow's going out as this jab comes, I just threw 10, 15, 20, I don't know mathematically how much, but this is geometry here. I'm throwing out some of that power out into the atmosphere, right? If I keep that jab down, that elbow down, and it all comes out to the end of my punch, now think of this as arrows coming, and all these arrows are adding up, boom, to the end of that jab, and I want them all there. I don't want to throw out that way. If I'm doing that, I lost leverage on the jab. So it's not going to have as much authority. It's not going to have as much power. It's not a power punch, but we want it to be powerful enough to stop our opponent's attack, enough to set him on his butt. If he's rushing up in on you and you step in with that jab, you might sweep him up off his feet. Not that you're really rocking him, but you just might catch him. And the momentum, if he's coming in fast enough, you might sweep him up off his feet if you come in off that back leg. So elbow down, we want to shoot it here. And another thing, this is a little different. This is something I teach, is I like to jab a textbook jab from here. And I like that jab to look the same until the very end when I rotate it. And the reason I like that is because your depth perception is not as good as your peripheral vision. If I start turning that jab here, your eyes pick up on it. That visual cue is a message, oh, something's coming, because you see the movement, you see the motion. And so you know, oh, I got better slip, right? But this, your eyes aren't as trained, depth perception as well. And so by this coming out, at the very end, boom, that jab's landing and it's turning at the very end. So you're surprising the heck out of them. So those, and plus you get a little more leverage off your chest. Keeping that jab hand up there, coming in, boop, right off the back leg. Right there. Right there off the back leg. So do those things, and you're going to add some authority, some power to your jab. Add a little juice right to the jab, and it'll help you control the fight. It'll help you establish your jab, set up your combination, stop your opponent's attack. These are all important things that you want to do with an authoritative jab that has some power. So put this to work. Get your rounds in, sharpening your jab every day. I don't care if you're a world champion. I don't care if you're an elite amateur, professional fighter. All my guys in the gym sharpen their jab every day. And I want you to do the same thing. Sharpen your jab. If you like this, you want to learn more from me, there's a free Champion's Pride training guide. It's at howtoboxing.com. It's loaded with videos, instructional, demonstration, drill skills, workouts, and more. Come on over and get it. In the meantime, keep training, feeling, and fighting like a champ.